Back in the late 70s, early 80s, I was working at Bright Music Center. We sold Fender guitars. We also sold Fernandez guitars. Fernandez made an exact copy of a 50s Stratocaster. And the sad thing is, it was a much better quality guitar than the Fender guitars we had. And to make it even worse, it was about half the price of the Fender guitar. And I always wondered, how could Fernandez do this? How could they make a Stratocaster? Why would Fender let them do that? I always assumed they were paying some kind of fee to Fender or some such thing, but apparently they weren't. And I always wondered why Fender never did anything about it. Well, I guess they're trying to do something about it now. It seems rather late after 60 years or so. Now, rather than buying a clone, some of us took a different approach back in the late 70s, early 80s. I didn't want a regular Stratocaster. I wanted to make some changes. I didn't want a 7¼ inch neck. I wanted something a little flatter. I did not want a tremolo on my Stratocaster. I have some 70s Strats, and keeping those tremolos in tune was always a hassle. So I built my own Stratocaster. That's right here. And this guitar probably has more gigs than any other guitar in my collection. And you might think, this is illegal. How could Fender let me do this? But it's not. The body came from a place called All Parts. And if you could read on the back here, underneath where the neck is, it says licensed by Fender. So Fender made some kind of a fee when All Parts sold this body. So it was all right with Fender. Same with the neck. This neck also came from All Parts. And on the back of the neck it also says licensed by Fender. So this Stratocaster, which by the way was better than any Fender Strat that we had in the store at the time, is perfectly legal. It's perfectly legal parts caster. Same goes for this guitar. You might think this is an illegal Telecaster, but it is not. The body came from Warmoth. It is licensed by Fender. The neck came from Mighty Mite, which is also licensed by Fender. So this guitar is a perfectly legal Telecaster clone, even though it's got a Stratocaster neck rather than a Telecaster neck. It has some fancy knobs made by David Patella, I believe is how you pronounce his last name. Look him up. He's quite a luthier. All right, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Bye-bye.